broken there, broken there. Pretty bad down there.
Now, they're going to obviously try to say, let's just caulk it or let's blah, blah, blah.
So, from a builder I trust, he told me he reached out to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer does allow an approved tech to repair these, but that crack cannot be larger than 3 inches. A lot of these look bigger than 3 inches. So to me, this looks like a replacement. Now, it doesn't look like they have to replace everything. They would just have to replace that back middle panel.
Okay.
But in the process, they usually break the other pieces as well. So we had an ROC complaint in Phoenix where they just had this minor cracks, and when they pulled that panel out, they broke the tub and all 3 sections, so they just replaced the whole thing.
Okay.
So that is my concern, is when they rip that one piece out, that they damage the others and you just get a whole new tub and shower.
Fantastic.
I don't like how these tubs leak. So you can see it leaking down right here. And this is before I tested it. So I don't know if someone used the shower this morning, but it has been leaking since I got here.
Yeah, they haven't been here for...
Yeah. So that tub has been wet since I got here. So unless someone's sneaking into the home and taking a bath, this has been leaking the whole time. And then just some general touch up.
Sure.
Here's another crack right here. So the left section is cracked as well, but they could probably patch that one because it's just a small crack. General caulk touch up on the baseboards, but the wall's a little wavy. Now they do get a 1/4 inch tolerance, so technically this would pass, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
So any wall, new construction, you get a 1/4 inch variance in the wave.
In the wave,
a 1/4 inch?
even in the crookedness. Yeah, 1/4 inch is huge. So they get a huge tolerance on walls.
Okay. That's too much.
It is. It's a lot. The only time they don't get a 1/4 inch tolerance is the ceiling. The ceiling's like 1/8 of an inch. So ceilings are very strict, walls are not.
Good.
We're not supposed to see the seam lines in the drywall.
Mm-hmm.
They did not paint the back side of the handrails. So not painted here, and none of that is painted. The cabinet at the master bathroom's broken pretty good. More old tape. And then a lot of the baseboards and doorway areas have been sliced by the carpet guy when they installed the carpet. And I'll show some better pictures of that. So there's a little slice right there.
Yeah.
Master shower, it looks like they came and did some grout touch up. And when they did that, it looks like they chipped the tile as well. You can just see all the nail pops and general touch up on the interior walls. A little bit of peeling paint on the doors. This is where they sliced the doorway areas when they installed the carpet.
Yep.
There's a better cut right there. There's another cut.
So these slices, how do we fix that?
That's going to be hard to fix to make it look nice. But if they're really good at their job, they'll just fill it, sand it, paint it, and you won't even know. So anytime they repair something instead of replace, as long as you're happy with how it looks, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
The only exception are tubs and showers because there are rules and restrictions on those being patched.
Yes.
The manufacturer has a lifetime or 10-year warranty on those, and the warranty will be void if they patch them incorrectly. Whereas this isn't going to be warranted from a manufacturer. It's just cosmetic.
Yep.
So as long as they patch it, make it look nice, it's fine.
Okay.
More paint runs. You can do some caulk touch up around the counters. This is the upstairs tub and shower, also broken, and this is probably the most important picture. The damage is pushing outwards, which shows that they probably ran a nail through a stud and hit that shower and broke it. So the homeowner is not the one damaging this. This looks like it was damaged during some form of construction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really going to help prove that the homeowner didn't go break all their showers. They were broken during installation.
Yeah.
As we don't want the builder to blame the homeowner for all the damage. So this is really going to help us defend that. Whereas if the homeowner did it, the break would be the opposite. It would break inwards.
Yeah, because
not
you're going
outwards.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now there's a big drama conflict about the gap between the bottom of the walls and the tub. You can see that's about 6/32. The manufacturer is starting to get involved in this, so we kind of are at a standstill. But I'm not too worried about this because this is our picture to prove that they damaged it during installation and the builder's responsible for that tub and shower.
Now, the gap being too big, what's your concern?
So the gap being too big is really my picture to prove improper installation. So the builder's held responsible for the damages instead of the homeowner. So the gap really isn't that big of a deal to me other than to help put the blame on the builder, not the homeowner.
Yep.
But they do need to be as flush as possible. The manufacturer is concerned that water can get up behind there, but these aren't that bad, especially downstairs.
Okay.
Kind of hard to see, but the paint doesn't quite match in some of the areas. And that's the last picture.
Fantastic. What are some questions or something we didn't ask?
I called already. They really didn't have any, but if they think of any, they can always email me. Pretty much, I just want them to send the email to the builder, tell them to fix everything. If they give them any pushback, let me know, and then I'll kind of walk them through the process.
Very good. Now, you've got a great, one of your videos, you mentioned you had kind of like a pre-checklist. So when you buy a house, because obviously you're booked out for so far, like when you do a new construction, is that a checklist you can send? Is that?
So I don't have I did have a pre-drywall one that I think that homeowner was talking about, but it's kind of outdated. So in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to sit down and kind of make a basic checklist in video format. And then I'll let everyone criticize it so I can fix it up. And then once it's how I like it, I'll put it in a long-term video and then put that on YouTube for people to download. And that way it's just on video.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'll have a checklist in a couple weeks.